What's the best advice you've ever received?
Well, you know what? Most of the advice that you get in your professional career is usually at the beginning of it. And I remember Daryl Sittler giving me some advice on the ice. He said, whenever you start as a center, whenever you start running around or you feel like your team is starting to run around in your own end, he says, as a center, you control it. And I said, well, what do you mean? He says, just go stand still in the slot. And if you stand still in the slot, the puck has to come through there eventually. And then when your teammates see that you're under control, they will start to get under control. I never forgot that. And it was that was one thing he told me on the ice. And then off the ice, I brought this up to him the other day because he's been out to visit me a few times. He said to me, back when we were getting towards the end of my career and the end of his career, he said, when you're finished the game, you either got to stay in it 100% or you get out of it 100%. You cannot have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, like a lot of alumni do, and then they just run into problems, financially and every other way. And I always remembered that because when I stopped playing, I almost stopped talking to everybody in hockey for a couple of years till I got my real estate career going. And then I had the confidence to go back and talk to all my old hockey buddies because I had something going. I think that was probably the biggest piece of advice I'd ever got, Joe.